All right, not a single one of us likes this, sitting in a car creeping along the highway. So how bad has traffic here become? Tonight, investigative reporter Jace Larson is the first to break down just where in Denver it's become the worst. He also shows us there is a solution.
Mornings for Caitlin Nass start just like they do for many of us, a rush to get out the door.
Right now it says 43 minutes, but it's going to be worse.
Only to end up sitting in this.
Common sight.
Yes, it's actually gotten worse in the last year, where it used to be about 38 to 42 minutes, I'd say.
Traffic has absolutely gotten worse in the last 3 years. Traffic is degrading on a daily basis.
Shaylin Batt runs Colorado's Department of Transportation.
If you were on I-25, you're like, I need to get across Denver, let me take Colorado Boulevard. Colorado Boulevard is a parking lot every single day. So is Montview, so is Quebec.
Using data from CDOT, Denver7 Investigates mapped out where traffic has increased the most. I-225 from 70 to 25 now takes 3.5 minutes more than it did just 5 years ago. Another jump is on I-70 from Pena to I-25. You'll spend an additional 5 minutes in traffic. If you work in the tech center, your commute is up 6.5 minutes if you take I-25 from downtown to Arapahoe Road. On I-25 from 6th Avenue to 470, the drive time in the morning is up 7.5 minutes. But the stretch at the top of the list is Highway 285/Hamden from 470 over to I-25. This stretch now takes you 9 minutes longer than it did in 2012. This picture has become way too common. But what if it didn't have to be this way? What if instead of 4 lanes, we had 5 through the metro area? What if your next trip to the high country wasn't on this, but instead a highway like this? It is possible.
Here in the state of Utah, they spend almost as much money as we do on transportation, but they have about half the number of people.
I could not imagine Utah being able to do what we've been able to do from the revenue side with the regulations that Colorado has in place.
Because of Tabor, we have to go to a vote of the people if you want to increase revenue.
One of the biggest differences between Utah and Colorado is right here. In Utah, drivers pay a state gas tax of 29 cents per gallon, and it goes to roads. As the cost of gas goes up, so does the gas tax. Well, in Colorado, we've kept our state gas tax at 22 cents since 1992. It can't go up without a vote of the people. Here's another jam for Colorado: cars that require less gas and the rising cost of construction.
Every year, the funding stream does this, and the demand and the cost of construction does this.
Utah, a Republican-controlled state, also takes 21% of its sales tax and spends it only to build new roads.
Where would you be if you didn't have that gas and sales tax?
Trouble.
I mean, those are the kinds of things that we should be doing.
It's basic math. It's a funding problem.
Governor John Hickenlooper has pledged to make this year the year that Colorado tackles transportation. He's well aware of others trying to lure money from our state.
Do you feel like we lose tourists and we lose business opportunities because of our transportation issues?
No, I don't think we're losing now, but we're close.
Do you feel like we need to increase the gas tax or increase sales tax, and if so, how much?
Well, I think we probably should increase both, but I don't think that's going to happen. When we try to do the planning efforts, it becomes partisan so quickly.
What's more likely, he says, is that voters will be asked to fund specific projects through ballot measures. CDOT needs a whopping $9 billion.
So $9 billion gets you all of the interstate widening, I-25, I-70, 50 down in southeast Colorado, 550 going over to Durango.
If the state doesn't find the money, people like Caitlin know that they're going to be seeing brake lights for years to come.
I'm getting an airplane. All right. CDOT thinks the state gas tax to properly fund roads should be 32 cents. Filling up a 12-gallon tank would cost you $1.20 more in taxes. But could self-driving cars be the solution? We could have a huge change in our roads when self-driving cars become the norm. And here's why. They can safely follow the car in front of them much closer, and that means our roads can handle more traffic. Well, if you want to see how much commute times have gone up in other places in Colorado, we've put more corridors in this story on thedenverchannel.com.